Hello.
Hello, everybody. Happy Friday.
Hi.
Yes.
Can you
So
believe another
everybody
week?
got the red memo, did they? Or the pink one?
Pink, darling, pink. Well, actually, yes.
So
This is the
orange,
pink.
red, yes.
What
Yes.
happened to me then?
You look gorgeous, Debbie. Ooh.
Yes, you
I'm in
always
a sultry mood today.
It's the weekend.
Is that what it is?
Hello.
Hello.
not the naughty fairy again.
Yes, the naughty fairy. So anybody got any great news? Nat, Clive's show is going to be opening soon, isn't it? What day does it open, or has it opened?
It opened on the 30th or the 31st, and it was amazing.
Yeah.
It is so much fun. It's called Redlands, and it is at Chichester, and it's a great night out. It's highly recommended. So
When
get down
does
to
it run
Chichester.
until? Nat?
What did you say?
When does it run until?
I think it's the end of October.
You've got to tell everybody what it's about.
Oh gosh, it's about the court case in the 1960s, the late 60s, of the Rolling Stones, and when they were busted by the police, and Nigel Havers, our iconic actor in this country, his dad actually got them off.
Eh?
It's a really beautifully written piece, and it's a lot of fun. It's a good evening out. So
Wow. Is the
Wonderful.
Mars bar mentioned?
oh yes, but do we know that even happened?
Well, she
I don't-
denied it, and then she said it was kind of true, but it wasn't a Mars bar or something like
It was
that.
probably a Twix or something.
Yeah, twig.
But they invented
Or was that
Twix
Mick?
then.
Yeah.
One
Maybe a
might
bounty,
be
Maybe a-
wondering.
I don't know.
maybe a double
Anyway,
decker.
but it's just so. What is sad about Marianne Faithfull is that she was remembered for being naked in a fur rug and a Mars bar, and you know she did so much more than that. She-
Anyway, today we have a very interesting guest. She's been on before, actually. She came on during lockdown to help us all through it. And I know that quite a few. I know Annie doesn't know her yet, but she is the daughter of Dorothy Tutin and Derek Waring, and I've known her since she was a small. Well, not a small, but I've known her for a long time, and so have you, Nat, and so have you, Dee. She's just an amazing woman who has dedicated her life to help others, really, and she's a celebrant, and she's just one of these remarkable, different sort of people that puts her money where her mouth is, literally. And she is the gorgeous and very ubiquitous. Is that the right word? Amanda Waring. Hello, darling.
Hello. Happy Friday.
How are you?
I'm so good. So lovely to see you all again. I feel very privileged to be back.
Yes,
it's
well, we have a
lovely.
new lineup, as you can see, since you were last
Hi,
here.
Amanda.
Hello, lovely to meet you. Hello.
to meet
Hi,
you.
Amanda. I know you because I'm married to Clive Francis.
Of course I know you. Oh my goodness me. Just give him my love. He's just a genius as well as you are too, darling.
Oh,
So, Amanda, you have a very interesting life, don't you, at the moment? Because all of the things you're doing. Just tell us. Just fill everybody in about what you've been doing.
Okay, so recently in the last sort of few years, I've been doing very, very strong work for global peace, world peace. And what that's meant is that I've been communicating with an awful lot with America as well, but starting up the Department of Peace Building in the United States, looking at and sharing things with On Gun America, which is another initiative out there. What I do is I use my poetry, which is this very strong poetry I write, to be an activation to galvanize people to take action, to know that they can take action even when all hope feels like it is gone.
Oh.
And so what I'm able to do with the people that I work with, like David Gershon, these are amazing organizations that work around the world, Flags of One Family. This last 2 years, somehow I have just been able to work with them in different ways, and I'm powerfully connecting with different communities to do peace ceremonies by the water, by the sea, getting 200 people at a time to put intentions of peace, and really to activate women into finding their role in their voice on how we hold peace within our communities. What actions can we take? It's not just taking a step back, it's taking a step forward. Absolutely. And coming together with solutions, you know, that's the whole point, is that it's solutions, it's activating that as well. And where people feel lost and afraid to step up and step in, you know, what I'm saying now is we need every voice, we need every woman, we need everybody.
Everyone.
But
I love that.
yeah,
You do.
It's amazing, Amanda. Are you still a celebrant?
I'm still a celebrant, so I do very many weddings and funerals, and I'm still also performing. So as a poet, I do my performances with jazz bands and poetry and all kinds of dance and different things as well. And I've still got my one-woman show where I cover myself in melted chocolate from head to toe.
Ooh.
Oh my God!
Hello.
You have the audience lick it all off, do you?
I knew you were going to say that, Debbie. I nearly said it and I held
I was
back.
thinking it.
Melted chocolate all over you. Come on.
So yes, so I've done that also at Edinburgh, and you know, in the
How did you get the melted chocolate?
Tell us.
I pour jugs of melted chocolate all over me and perform like a Jackson Pollock style artwork on the floor. I've done this show since 20 years now, practically. But it's, basically I raise money as well for different organizations. So the only thing that people are allowed to have a lick of is my elbow. I did raise £1,000 for charity.
You should go on OnlyFans, darling.
But it's not my main, that show is not my main focus now. It brings me great joy and it brings others great joy. But I'm almost feeling that I'm not quite, but you know.
We could make millions out of her. Let's kidnap her. Let's put her on stage and like an OnlyFans thing, an OnlyFans concert. And everybody's allowed, if they pay £100, they can lick you.
Her lick.
Well, I'd be well exfoliated, let's say that.
You would be.
Definitely in the Friday mood. So that's
Well, we've gone from peace to chocolate. That's all good. I love it. Go.
Yes.
It's chocolate, isn't it? It's the same kind of thing.
Where are you performing your next poetry?
So the next poetry will be at it's the Victoria Institute in Arundel, and then I'm setting up a whole concert, a peace and poetry concert. So that's in the making right now, which will be with other amazing performers and musicians and artists. I may even ask if Clive was free to do
Yes. How wonderful.
That would be amazing.
I was just saying, I think it's terribly important in this day and age for women to feel empowered and to let women bring in a strong but peaceful sense of the word. And I think it's a terribly important thing that you're doing, because I work with women, 90% women, and I try to do the same thing through my fitness and mental kind of strength things, that women always seem to be the ones doing the servicing and the gentle ones, and then come. And it's nice that we can actually say, no, let's be braver and stronger and let's go forward and have a voice. It's a really important thing that you're doing. And we all should
Amanda,
be doing.
how did all this start for you? Because obviously you've done so many things. You starred in Gigi in the 80s, didn't you? And in the West End. And your brilliant father, brilliant, gorgeous mother, your brother, all actors, you're an actress. How did all this happen to you? Or how did you make it happen?
Yes, it's interesting. Well, I when I was a little girl, I used to have a dream every night for about 4 years that I would sing to the President of the United States, who was a president in my dream, and that he would stop all wars. It was a very obviously pie in the sky concept. However, what's very interesting is that my poetry is meeting and greeting sort of at the United Nations that may be being read. It's going towards the government in America. So there are different ways where that dream of a seed and it may be me singing or it may be me reading the poetry. It's not that we're going to stop all wars, but it's about the divine feminine. It's about women being able to say exactly that. Let's have this voice now. Let's really, really, really come together. And I think that this shift in attitude and this shift in women recognizing that we're stronger together, and it's not about competition, it's about collaboration. So from that thread from a little young girl, and then also some of you that were on the last time I was here, I also used to sing to the dying when I was a little girl. So from the age of about 8 years old, my granny used to take me to different hospices, and I used to, so my other work is around providing compassion and end of life dignity and care. So I make films and books. I set up the Dignity and Care campaign with others, to make sure that people's, we honor our elders.
Yeah.
And we honor our
that's one
Really.
thing we've forgotten how to do, I think.
absolutely. And when I started that work, really I was like 40. I'm now just 60. And so now I am an elder. And so, it's not just out of sort of being altruistic with this, but how important to honor every age and every stage of all of us.
I'm for that,
Every stage
for
is
sure.
important.
I mean,
You made a fantastic film, didn't you, about because of what your mum went through, your mother, your beautiful, beautiful mother. But you made a film about that, didn't you?
I did. So the film that I made was called What Do You See? And I sold my flat to make that film. I was a single mum at the time, and her lack of care was so devastating, and the lack of care that I saw to many elders within the hospitals and within society. So I actually filmed this film in the hospital where mum died, and that was also important to me. And it's had millions of people around the world have viewed it. I've set up training packs. I've spoken at thousands of conferences.
What actually happened to your gorgeous mummy in the end? I don't know.
Mum had leukemia.
Yeah.
The way she was treated in a certain hospital just shocked me to the core.
Yeah.
As if she was invisible.
Yes.
Demoralized staff barely making even eye contact with her. There was no connection, no interaction. She was treated rudely, even just roughly at times. And Mum was terrified at the moment of me speaking that if I spoke out there and then that her care would be even worse. But actually, I stood in my doctor's doorway and managed to have a little argy-bargy with him, saying, we've got to move Mum to a hospital where she'll be seen as an individual, her own history, her own rights, not because she's a famous actress, because she's my mum, as anybody's loved ones belongs to them, and so the Dignity and Care campaign came off the back of me going to Gordon Brown, going to the government with my film, doing interviews like this on Women's Hour and various other amazing places to say we have to look at care as care.
As care, exactly.
The care homes are horrendous.
I had a bit of that with my mom, actually, Amanda, in that she had lupus and she went downhill very quickly. It was very similar to leukemia, actually. And she did recover, but never really fully recovered. But she was taken from A&E to a really awful, I won't mention the hospital, but well, I might do actually, but it was just horrendous. And I turned up, she phoned me, and she was in it was a filthy ward, really dirty ward. The staff were, like, as you say, were really unhelpful. They didn't want any fuss, but I made a lot of fuss and was very verbal. My mother was saying to me, "Oh, don't make a fuss, I'll stay here." And I said, "No, you're not staying here." And I got her moved in the end. Unfortunately, some of the healthcare that she had covered it. She was very fortunate in that, because a lot of people don't have that privilege. But it was a very difficult time, and I found that an eye-opener for me of how the NHS is brilliant but struggles so much.
We know that our immune system goes down physically when we feel disrespected or frightened.
Isolated.
Yes.
So it's not just a tick box about dignity. This is what I teach and train, and I've done for so many years. But we also have to respect and have dignity for all staff. The staff need to be and have dignity too.
Quite right.
If we're a care home, it has to be a family. We all care for each other. It's not just one way. Actually, we allow for the reciprocity of care, so that the elders too have the dignity, if they have the wish and the to be able to be engaged with others in a way that contributes, should they wish, rather than shriveled to put in a box that we've put them in.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I had the sadness to bear witness to my mother-in-law who had dementia for 15 years. She was in a care home. And when I went into a care home as a person who's quite vibrant and lively, my mother-in-law was a vibrant, lively person also. And it was very sad. It felt sad to me, felt isolated, felt like everyone was just stuck in a chair and then giving a pill. And their sort of personalities have gone. There was no improvement, there was no game playing, there was no musicality, no acting, no nothing at all, which is what makes us all happy.
But I don't understand where
Quite
this
right.
sudden movement of care homes has come in, because when I was growing up, all of my grandparents and their, they were all living at home, they were all fit and well, they were all in their 80s. Nobody, unless they had no family and they were very, very even older than them, sort of in their 90s. And now suddenly everybody's going into a care home.
Care home.
As a society, we kind of think it's the opposite. You get to a certain age and then you stop growing. Now, okay, physically we might stop growing, but physically, emotionally, just actually growing in life experience, whether it's good or bad, we are still growing. And that concept for society means that we can't help, children get this. It's just like a tree growing age upon age upon age. And we look at that incredible old tree, we go, wow, how magnificent, how amazing.
Yeah,
It's not
Amanda, you must read us your poem before we run out of time, because we can natter all the time.
Oh yes, please, I'm dying to hear that.
Okay, so I've been reading this a lot on the International Day of Nonviolence. This is about creating family, global family. It's called We Are Family. We are daughters and mothers and grandmothers, and we create life. We did not give birth to children to kill, maim, or fight. We say no more devastation and shattered hearts. We implore the governments to become a part of building bridges for peace, no longer chained to the profits of war that only reassure those who live off the ammunition, the smokescreen of battle, the battleground of hate. Make love, not war. We swore to honor our brothers and sisters. We are family. We are family. Drum this to the world. Strum this to the world. Peace is possible. War is impossible. As an antidote to unity, let's become one community, where peace is held at its center as a sacred right, where we no longer have to fight for rights to be heard or seen, where a department of peace building allows us to intervene in the ways of tolerance and kindness, moving us from blindness into balance. We are family. We are family. Let's move away from autocracy towards a true democracy, remembering our interdependence and making nonviolence a priority. Let's ungun America, shun the dogs of war, restore communication and recalibration. Let's shift into the celebration of our shared humanity, creating a culture of peace, where the vultures who pick at the spoils of war are shown what hands are for, to reach out brother to brother, sister to sister, father to mother. We are family. We are family. We stand for peace. We dance the release of grief. We cry our pain for those who have lost their lives again and again and again. Oppression, suppression, depression, starvation. Let's move into an activation of solutions, a heart-based revolution. Peace is possible. We have to bring it into being by seeing it in our future. Drum it into life, not drums of war, drums of celebration, not his story, but her story, our story, not glorifying war, but honoring peace and the release of the shackles of blame and shame as we regain one love, one family. We are daughters and mothers and grandmothers, and we are stepping up and stepping in, a rainbow hoop of all colors and all nations, not dying for war, but living for peace. We are family. We are family. We are family.
Wow.
Bravo.
Wow.
Wonderful.
How powerful is that?
Oh,
That's the message that I mean, Amanda for Prime Minister, President, I mean,
Amanda, I can feel the drum beat as you're reading that. You read it with such great
Beautiful.
precision and such musicality. It's fabulous.
It's so true. It's like, you know, Bob Marley's song "One Love." It's literally that, isn't it? One love.
One love.
So I hope it will reach, you know, far and wide. And the idea is that I want everyone to send in like a video of saying "we are family" to me. So you can do it via an email, amandawaringfilms@gmail.com. So I can start to build up a massive montage. And this, you know, I feel about raising the collective consciousness. That's just how I happen to feel. And also to people to join me now on the We Are Family Peace Movement. And I will be doing global meditations and teaching people how to empower themselves to hold peace, to deliver peace in their communities, how to sing peace. And I don't know if you want me to sing one last display.
Yes, yes.
Please.
Right. So if you want to close your eyes, if you're comfortable. May there be peace in your ears and peace in your west. May there be peace in your north and peace in your south. May there be peace without and peace within, as your journey of peace begins, as our journey of peace it brings, as our journey of peace it sings.
Thank you so much. Wow.
Darling, it was lovely. I can't wait to
Thank
see you and give you a snuggle.
Oh, I'd love a snuggle with all of you. A massive group community hug.
Thank you, Amanda.
Beautiful.
Absolutely.
And join my meditations
you.
if you can. Go on to amandawaring.com and it will show weekly when those meditations are on. And if you feel like you want to join me, that would be beautiful. Let's get this.
Love that.
Can I say, Amanda,
Let's get
also, your voice is so calming. It's like, it's a gift, isn't it, for what your message is.
Beautiful
It's so
voice.
calming. And your beautiful singing voice. I'm like, it's just absolute gift for what your message is and who you are. It's just, thank you.
Have
Thank
you
you,
recorded the
Amanda.
poem?
I have. Yes, it's on YouTube. It's on my YouTube channel, which is Amanda Waring Films. But I'm doing many different recordings of it and for different organizations as well. But you know, if you'd like to see it on the YouTube channel, that would be wonderful, and like it and share it. And
Share it.
Oh my goodness. And also I love the fact that you do poetry with jazz, because I sing jazz.
oh,
You do.
I'm
You
a jazz
do.
singer. So I'd
Yeah.
love to collaborate with you at some
I would
stage.
absolutely love that. Yes.
Thank you.
You should sing, Dean, like now.
Thank you. I will.
You're welcome.
Lovely to see you.
See you again soon.
Yes.
See you again
lots of
soon.
love.
All right,
Bye.
darling.
Bye.
Wasn't that just adorable? Isn't she
Amazing.
adorable? And you know, her mum, Dorothy Tootin, was just, I mean, she was an icon, wasn't she?
Yeah. And her
What
dad,
icon.
Derek Waring. I knew Derek really well. I worked
Yes,
with
I
him.
know. I know. I just think, wow.
Wow. It's carried forward. The gene, the talent, everything's carried
Yeah.
forward, no?
Yes.
And
Or
I've
down.
worked with Nick, her brother, who's a lovely, lovely actor. He's such a great actor.
Gorgeous.
Of
lovely.
course, yes.
Ah,
Nick Waring. Oh my goodness.
Thank you for
Well,
joining
it's
us.
nice-
And we will be back next week with another incredible show.
Thank you.
thank
Thank
you.
you.
Bye.
Bye.